Parker. Welcome to Crafting for Almost Everyone. Today I'm going to talk about scrap paper and what the heck do you do with it. I don't know about you guys, but I accumulate a ton of it, especially white. I'm always cutting off little edges and borders, and what I like to do with it is when I get a little bit of free time, I like to print out some greetings, and just any kind of greeting, it doesn't matter. And what I do is I do it in different colors, and then I put them in this little container, and I save them. And I give a lot of note cards to my friends, and when I give them the note cards, then I include with them a little packet of greetings. So the way I do it is I use my Misti and I load it up with a bunch of different sayings like I've done here. And then, for instance, this one, these are Stampin Up stamps, and the stamp sets I'm using are Tagtastic, and this tag fits you, and the words are from the Wetlands collection of stamps. So one of the stamps, this tag stamp, is made so that these other stamps will fit into it. So what you do is after you stamp this one, then you take your my acetate just left the building. You know how acetate is clear, so therefore, oh, here it is. Therefore, it has a mind of its own about where it wants to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my acetate down, and I'm going to lay the stamp in there that I want to see if it'll fit or where it will fit. And I'm going to put another magnet there so I can hold it all in place. I'm lining the acetate up in the bottom right hand corner. I'm pushing it in there as far as I can. And then we'll just smash that one down, and we'll ink it up, and we'll see if it will, ooh, oh boy, ink overboard. Now I'm inky. Well, it wouldn't be a craft video with Sandy if you didn't see some ink all over me, right? Okay, let's see how it lines up on the acetate. Perfect. So now, okay, first I'm going to wipe my hand off real quickly. So now the next step is you take the acetate off. You know that it lined up. I don't know if you can see that. I hope you can. You can see that the acetate or the stamped image is in the right place. And then you take the acetate out, and then, of course, my ink pad. I love Versafine Onyx Black ink, which is what I'm using, but I absolutely hate this holder. I get it all over me every time I use it, and it makes me crazy because that little, I don't know how to use it without having it flip all over the place. One of my many quirks. Okay, we'll stick that down and see if we can get a good impression of that one. Perfect. So then we'll take this one off, and then what I'll do a little bit later is I will punch some of these out. But I thought I would show you some of the punches that go with these as well. But first, I'm going to clean these ones off and show you a really easy way to change up the colors on everything without putting a lot of effort into it. I'm just going to spray these while they're on here and use my magic cloth that I got for $1 at the Dollar Tree. And everybody else is buying those ones that are really nice, but this is virtually the same thing. And it was really funny, after I did that video a while ago telling people that I bought this and I was going to try it out to see if it worked like everybody else, the next day I saw like 3 other people on YouTube say, oh, I just bought this at the Dollar Tree, and it made me laugh because it was exactly the same thing. And I thought I was a trailblazer. Anyway, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take that Happy New Baby off, and let's see what we can put on instead of that one. I have a couple other ones out. I'll just stick that one right there. Here's what you do. I don't know if you remember this video. It's been a little bit of time since I've used these, which is hard to believe because I was for a while using them in every video. It's the set of metallic inks I made. The thing that's cool about them is because they're so small, we can change up the colors in all of these and make them whatever color we want. For instance, let's make Thanks . 'Cornflower blue. sure if it's even coming out because that it hasn't really dried yet. We're going to make some of these. This is a Daffodil Delight. I think most of these are Stampin' Up inks colors. Whoops! Really just went overboard. I really like the color of this one. It's very vibrant. Since we put the metallics in it, really made it pop. Remember, if we make any mistakes, because it's a Misti, all we have to do is either put different paper in. I've got to get my hands, but for some reason they're not only black with the ink, but they also have some of the remover on it. I'm just going to get rid of that piece because it's gunky. Let me grab a couple other ones here. It's not like I don't have 50 or 60 sitting here. Not that many. Come on, Sandy, you're exaggerating. Embellishing. There we go. We'll throw this one in. The reason that I didn't use this one for a card was because it had some dirt on it, and I thought, well, I'll just put it in my pile and use it on another day. So that's why I did not use it. We're going to use Smoky Slate on the Happy Birthday with the bear on it. I'm not going to make this a terribly long video. I just wanted to kind of show you how you can quickly make a bunch of sentiments that you can have on hand, or do what I do and give them to friends, and it really comes in handy. This one is Rusty Hinges. This is Tim Holtz Distress Ink, and this one is really pretty once we put the metallic on it. Well, they all are kind of, I think they really are unique looking once you put the metallics on them, the pearls, whatever you call them. I can't get that. It's all taped on there. Okay, let's see how we did. Oh, Eat Cake has nothing on it. Let's see if I can do field green on that. And this is, I think it's Hero Arts, whatever that kind is. I think it's Hero Arts, so. Okay. You could even kind of do two different colors on these and mix it up. So we're going to try that too. Are we ready? Sometimes, I think you've seen me do this in videos, but sometimes I have to use my foot to rub over it to get a good image. And I know that's not something anybody should be doing, but I just sometimes don't have the strength to really get good images. Those are on the line. Let me see if I can move Happy Birthday up. Okay. And Thanks had the blue on it, so I'll put some more blue on them. Anyway, I think this is a really good idea. I think it's nice to use up your scrap paper, or at least a little bit of it. I get so sick of trying to figure out what to do with all these scraps that I have, and I try making projects that use up not enough. Need more blue. I try to use up as much as I can of my scraps, and I do give a lot of them away, but I still end up with a lot. What are you going to do? I think that's a problem we all kind of have. That's not a bad problem to have in life, I guess. Of all the things that can go wrong, that's not one. I am going to put Thanks on the floor, and I'm going to do a little squeeze and see if I can get the impression to come out. So then I'll show you what I do really quickly so you have an idea of if you have some punches that you can kind of work around your punches. You don't have to have a ton of punches. You can make some punches work for a variety of things, and that's always nice when you can come up with a punch that is like an oval or a round one that works for a lot of different scenarios. So let me get this out of the way, and we'll punch out a few of these. Of course, I always put all the information in the comments as far as the inks and the different punches and the stamps that I use, so you don't need to worry about trying to keep track of those things. Okay, so let's look at the just for you. I know I got the stamp out that I wanted to try. Oh, the Thanks stamp. What you're going to do is you're going to put it in there upside down like that. You can see that. Now I'm probably going to have to take it out of camera to squeeze it because my squeezing skills are not at their best today. That wasn't easy. And then there's another one I wanted to punch out that's really cool, and that's this one that's the happy birthday with the little bear on it. This one I might be able to punch out on camera. I really like this punch because it's so versatile. It's the one that you can cut in half and use it for a bunch of different things. This punch is from Marvy. It's Marvy. It's a little bit big, I mean, as far as for the sentiment, but it's still, I think it looks nice with the sentiment. Okay, so you got the idea of what I do, and then after I do that, then sometimes, like for instance with this thanks, sometimes what I will do is just go around the outer edge with the ink to make it a little bit more not so white, you know, not so stark, that you have a little bit of distressing, I don't even call it distressing, I guess that you just are accentuating the blue in it. I don't know if you can see that. You can see it a little bit, I think. And then same with the Thinking of You. That's Blackberry Bliss. That's not black. It's pretty close though. This must be black right here. Or else it's green. Hard to tell. Sometimes it's a mystery. Let's see. Early Espresso. Close enough. We're going to try and go around the outside of one of these ones with this and see how it comes out. And all I like to do is I hold these little inks, I just kind of hold it in my hand and go around the edge kind of slowly, but just enough. I'm not looking for a huge border. I'm looking for it just to line the border. Can you see that? I think it looks really nice. It doesn't really make a huge statement, but it makes enough of one that you can see that it's not just stark white. There's that one. So that's my tip for the day on how to use up some of your scrap paper. It's a short one. I hope you like it. I hope you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Keep them on hand. Give them to your friends. I am going to be doing a note card tutorial, so I hope you'll join me, and I'll show you then what I do with these at that point. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.